If feminism is really about equality, then how come me having this mere conversation about Andrew Tate and his relation to Cardi B, Amy Schumer, and Donna Hilton? If feminism is really about equality, then how come feminists decided to dox me and my 5-year-old daughter's real name? All because they couldn't stand the fact that I was speaking absolute truth and they're just on robot mode. Hey, Andrew Tate. Hey, Andrew Tate. Like, I don't give a fuck about the dude either, okay, for personal racial reasons, but like, if you have to dox a 5-year-old just because Google failed you, that's a you problem. This is the life that I'm talking about. Here's proof that feminists have no brain and no boundaries. Hey.
So I just had a quick question. I was talking to some people in the comments and trying to figure out if I should ask because it's not quite related to the topic. But if you're not up to answering, totally okay. I was just curious to get your opinion on Andrew Tate.
Sure. Here's the thing. I disliked Andrew Tate before he came up because the video is gone now, but some people might remember it. He made a video talking about gypsies in Romania, which I am, and I didn't really appreciate being called dirty, systematically problematic. There was just a lot of stuff that wasn't okay with me. So I didn't like him for personal racial issues. Personally, there was a lot of stuff that I thought that he just said for shits and giggles, but then there was lots of other stuff that personally I didn't really see as anything different from what like women are taught. For example, there was, he got banned because he referred to women being in relationships with women as like training a dog, but yet
Yeah, I listened to that one.
there's over 50, like I got more. There's like this, it expands. It's like a big picture. You just can't see it all because it's portrait, but like these are all about men being dogs, and I'm not saying it's right. It's clearly not right. Like women are not fucking dogs.
Yeah.
You know,
We would agree that both are wrong.
yeah, but the thing is that like when he was also just talking about like going to the gym, working out, eating healthy, like I dead ass saw women responding to that saying that that was violent misogyny. But yet it's not. So like the whole human trafficking stuff, personally, I'm not surprised. I'm from Romania, so I understand the politics. I understand Romania a lot more than people here in the West. And people here just seem to think that he was arrested by like beat cops. But he was pretty much arrested by like Romania's FBI. They're like their
Yeah.
own anti organized crime unit. So like in order for them to get all of those warrants and all of that stuff, like they have to go through a court process. And like women's rights in Romania is nothing like women's rights here. Like women have no rights, like none. Like they still have to depend on a husband or a father. So like to see successful men actually be arrested on behalf of like hurting women is just something we like just don't see for women. So
Yeah, I was on a
but
live
he hasn't been in
earlier.
court yet. So
He hasn't been to court yet?
no, he was. A lot of people think that he was arrested for like an interrogation. He's already been interrogated and
Yeah.
released. This is his like actual arrest, as far as I know.
I was gonna say I was on a live earlier, and a gentleman joined, and he's from Romania, and he was telling everyone about how the system over there works and how the people who arrested him are kind of like the FBI over, like they're the FBI over there, uh,
Yes.
and
Well,
how like
Interpol got involved.
yeah. Well, I just was just curious on your opinion on him because he
There's no bail. I don't know why people think, and you can get bailed out on sex trafficking charges, but he has not been bailed. So you guys have to understand that there's like people are sharing pictures of his arrest for like fucking like some money shit, fraud or some shit. Like you guys have to understand the amount of misinformation that's coming out of there. Like my family lives in Romania. They are there. Like I get my news sources from like Romanian news sources, all different types. So you just got to watch the fake news.
So you wouldn't say like you agree with his views
Well, no, I don't
on
think.
like
No, I
women.
think I think some of the stuff he says, it makes sense why men would agree to it, listen to it, like some of the self care stuff, some of the like
Hmm.
valuing yourself as a man. But personally, I don't really understand why everybody is like so outraged at him. I do understand why they're outraged at him, but I don't understand how they're the same people who support Cardi B, Amy Schumer, Donna Hilton. Um, so it's like, again, if feminism is about equality, then how come Cardi B is still
Talking,
supported?
yeah, she's
Or
talking about like robbing people after she drugs them and stuff.
or Amy Schumer, who goes on tour and talks about the multiple different times that she's raped men. She went and spoke at a female women's empowerment speech where she was asked to speak about um, courage and confidence. And she chose to share a story of how she raped a boy in college
Oh
and
my
then
god.
proceeded to body shame his like whiskey dick, the fact that he couldn't get it up. Obviously, because he was so drunk that, and I quote, he couldn't see straight. So this is like what women are doing.
Mhm.
Donna Hilton was asked to speak at the iconic Million Women's March. Like, that's like a dream for every feminist to be able to go speak there. Millions of women march on the street on Washington, D.C., like on that strip or whatever. And Donna Hilton was convicted, charged, convicted, did her time for kidnapping a man, holding him ransom, torturing him, raping him with a metal pole, and then killing him. And she was chosen to speak as like women's hero, because I guess now she does like women's incarceration work or whatever. So if women are going to be upset at men's representation, I just feel like maybe we should clean up our own house before we like start sniffing other people's toilets.
No, I agree. Yeah.
But
Um, but yeah, I guess I was just curious on your opinion